Hey guys, welcome back to Sleep Drift Tales. Tonight we drift into another boring history sleep story. This time, the setting is the Caribbean quiet harbors, wooden decks, and long days beneath a slow-moving sun. If you'd like, you can subscribe before we begin, and let me know in the comments, where in the world are you listening from? And what time is it for you right now? It's always calming to see this little community connecting across different places. This story isn't about treasure or battles. It's about the quiet rhythm of life at sea. The sound of ropes against wood. The lapping of waves. The slow passing of hours. So settle in. Let the rain and brown noise surround you, and allow yourself to drift off quickly with this relaxing story from the past. A calm history of the pirates who simply worked, waited, and watched the sea. The harbor wakes before the sun rises. Mist covers the wooden docks in grey light. Water laps against the posts, slowly. The sound repeats, again and again. Ships rest in rows along the pier. Their hulls are dark with seawater. Ropes hang loose from the masts. Nothing moves yet. The air is cool and damp. A single lantern glows near the harbour master's door. The flame is small. It flickers. The wood around it is old and worn. Now the first footsteps sound on the dock. They are slow. Leather sandals scrape the wet planks. A man walks toward the nearest ship. He carries nothing. The ship is called the Grey Gull. It is not large. It is not small. The wood is weathered. The paint has faded long ago. Ropes coil on the deck in careful loops. Barrels stand near the mast. Canvas tarps cover the cargo below. Everything is quiet. The man climbs aboard. His steps are steady. He moves to the bow. He looks out at the water. The mist hides the horizon. Gulls call from somewhere distant. Their voices echo softly. The sound fades, then returns, then fades again. Now the deck grows still. Another man arrives. He walks slowly. His boots are heavier. They thud against the wood. He stops near the main mast. He touches the rope. His hand runs along the braided hemp. It is rough. It is damp with morning moisture. He says nothing. The harbor is a place of routine. Every morning begins the same way. Men arrive, they check the ships, they prepare for the day. This is the life of Caribbean pirates. It is not wild. It is not loud. It is slow. It is steady. It is repetitive. The mist begins to lift. The sun has not appeared yet. The sky turns from black to grey, then to pale blue. Water drips from the rigging. Each drop falls into the sea below. The sound is soft. It blends with the lapping waves. Let the story continue. A third man boards the ship. He carries a wooden bucket. It is filled with fresh water. He sets it down near the helm. He begins to wipe the deck. His movements are slow. The cloth moves in long strokes. Water darkens the wood, then dries, then darkens again. No one speaks. There is no need for words. The work is familiar. It has been done 1,000 times. The harbor smells of salt and wet wood. There is also the scent of tar. It clings to the ropes and planks. It is strong but not unpleasant. A bell rings somewhere in the town. It is a slow toll. One note, then silence, then another note. The rhythm is steady. More men arrive at the docks now. They move in small groups. Some head to their ships. Others gather near the market stalls. Everyone moves without hurry. The grey gull sways gently in the water. The tide is shifting. The hull creaks. The sound is deep and wooden. It repeats with each small wave. One man begins to coil a rope. His hands work automatically. Loop after loop. The rope forms a perfect spiral. He lays it on the deck. Now the deck grows still. The sky continues to brighten. Pale sunlight touches the top of the mast. The wood glows faintly. Shadows stretch across the deck. A barrel is rolled from the dock to the ship. It makes a hollow sound. Thump, thump. The man stops it near the others. He stands upright. He breathes slowly. The morning routine is almost complete. The ship has been checked. The deck has been cleaned. The cargo is secure. This is boring history. This is calm narration. This is the life that was lived. Slow days, quiet mornings, endless repetition. The water reflects the pale sky. It is smooth like glass. A fish jumps once. Ripples spread outward. Then the surface is still again. The men on deck begin to sit. They rest near the barrels. One leans against the mast. Another stretches his legs. No one speaks. Time passes slowly here. Minutes feel like hours. Hours feel like days. The sea does not rush. Neither do the men. Let the story continue. A door opens somewhere in the harbor town. It creaks on iron hinges. Then it closes. The sound carries across the water. The lantern near the harbor master's door flickers out. Dawn has arrived fully now. There is no need for flame. One man drinks from a wooden cup. The water is cool. He drinks slowly, then sets the cup down. He does not speak. The ship is ready, but there is no voyage today. Today is for waiting, for watching, for letting the hours pass. This is the daily life of Caribbean pirates. Not adventure, not treasure, just routine, just maintenance, just the slow rhythm of the sea. Ropes hang still, barrels stand in rows, canvas covers the deck, the mast rises into the calm sky. Somewhere below deck, water drips. It is quiet, steady. It has the rhythm of brown noise. It blends with the breathing of the men. The harbor grows quiet again. Footsteps fade. Voices stop. Only the water remains, lapping, dripping, breathing. The ship grows silent, and the sea drifts into sleep. The next morning begins like the one before. Mist covers the harbor. Water laps at the posts. The sky is grey. Men arrive at the Grey Gull earlier today. They carry supplies, barrels of water, sacks of grain, coils of rope. Everything is needed. One man rolls a barrel up the gangplank. It is heavy. He moves slowly. The wood thumps with each rotation. He stops. He breathes. He continues. Another man checks the sails. He climbs the rigging carefully. His hands grip the rough hemp. He pulls himself upward, one step, then another. At the top, he inspects the canvas. He looks for tears, for weak stitching, for where he finds nothing wrong. The sail is strong. He descends the same way he climbed, slowly, carefully. His weight shifts with each step. The rope creaks softly beneath him. Now the deck grows still. Below deck, barrels are arranged in rows. They must be secured for the voyage. Ropes are threaded through iron rings. Knots are tied tightly. The work is repetitive. Each barrel is the same. Each knot is the same. The process never changes. One man writes in the ship's log. His quill scratches against paper. The sound is soft. He dips the quill in ink. He writes again. The log records supplies, barrels of water, pounds of salted meat, sacks of flour. The list is long. The handwriting is neat. Outside, the water remains calm. There are no waves. The surface is smooth. The reflection of the ship is clear. Gulls land on the dock nearby. They peck at something unseen. Their movements are quick. Then they fly away. The dock is empty again. Let the story continue. The captain arrives at midday. He walks slowly. His coat is worn but clean. He carries a leather satchel. He boards the ship without speaking. He nods to the men. They nod back. No words are needed. The work continues. The captain opens the satchel. Inside are maps. He spreads one across a wooden crate. The paper is yellowed with age. He traces a route with his finger from this harbor along the coast to another island. The distance is marked. The course is clear. Another man joins him. They study the map together. They do not speak. They only look and think and plan. The sun is higher now. The mist has burned away. The sky is pale blue. The air is warm. Now the deck grows still. Sails are unfurled to check their conditions. Canvas flaps once in the breeze, then hangs loose. The wind is too weak to fill them. The water below is clear. Small fish swim near the hull. They dart back and forth, then disappear into shadow. Now the deck grows still. The afternoon passes. Work continues at the same pace. No one rushes. No one stops. The rhythm is steady. A breeze picks up slightly. It moves through the rigging. Ropes sway. Canvas shifts. The sound is soft. The captain walks to the bow. He stands there alone. He watches the horizon, the line where sea meets sky. Behind him, men finish their tasks. They move quietly. They know their roles. They have done this many times. This is calm narration. This is the daily life of Caribbean pirates, preparing, waiting, working, always the same. Lanterns are brought on deck. They are filled with oil. Wicks are trimmed. Glass is cleaned. Each lantern is hung in its place. The sun begins to lower. The light turns golden. Shadows grow longer. The air cools slightly. Let the story continue. One by one, men finish their work. They gather near the stern. They sit. They rest. No one speaks. The water laps against the hull. The rhythm is constant. It has not changed all day. It will not change tonight. The captain returns from the bow. He nods once. The ship is ready. The voyage will begin tomorrow. Men begin to leave. They walk down the gangplank. Their footsteps echo on the dock, then fade into the town. The grey gull is quiet now. Only the watch remains. He sits near the helm. He watches the harbor. Night approaches. The sky darkens from blue to purple. Stars begin to appear, one by one, slowly. A lantern is lit on deck. The flame is small. It glows orange. It casts long shadows across the wood. Now the deck grows still. The watch breathes slowly. His eyes scan the harbor. Nothing moves. Nothing changes. All is calm. Distant sounds carry across the water. A door closing. Voices fading. Somewhere a dog barks once, then silence. This is the end of preparation. Tomorrow the voyage begins, but tonight there is only rest. The ship grows silent, and the sea drifts into sleep. The ship leaves harbor at dawn. Sails are raised slowly. They catch the morning breeze. The gray gull begins to move. The water is calm. The ship glides forward smoothly. The wake spreads behind in 2 white lines, then fades. Men take their positions on deck. Each has a task. Each knows what to do. No instructions are given. One man stands at the helm. His hands rest on the wooden wheel. He makes small adjustments. The ship stays on course. Another man climbs the rigging. He reaches the crow's nest. He settles in. He watches the horizon. The horizon is empty. Only water, only sky. The line between them is sharp and clear. Now the deck grows still. Below deck, supplies are checked. One man counts barrels. Another inspects ropes. Everything must be accounted for. The ship's log is updated. The date is written. The position is marked. The weather is noted. Fairwinds.com sees. On deck, a man coils rope, loop after loop. His movements are automatic. He has done this thousands of times. The sun rises higher. The air grows warm. Men remove their coats. They work in shirt sleeves now. Water is rationed in the morning. Each man receives a cup. They drink slowly. They do not waste a drop. Let the story continue. The sea is vast. It stretches in all directions. There is no land, only water. The color is deep blue. Small waves lap against the hull. The sound is rhythmic. Splash, pause, splash, pause. It never changes. A man washes the deck. He uses seawater and a brush. The bristles scrape the wood. Water flows across the planks. The deck dries quickly in the sun. Dark wood turns light. The grain becomes visible. Then the water returns. This is boring history. This is the daily life at sea. Hours pass. The routine continues. Nothing exciting happens. Food is prepared below deck. Salted meat, hard biscuits, dried beans. The meals are simple. They are always the same. Now the deck grows still. The food is divided carefully. Each man receives an equal portion. No one complains. This is what is expected. They eat slowly. Some sit, others stand. A few lean against the rail. No one speaks. After eating, the dishes are cleaned. Seawater is used. The plates are wooden. They are scrubbed and stacked. The afternoon is quiet. The wind remains steady. The sails are full. The ship moves forward at a constant pace. One man repairs a rope. The hemp has frayed. He cuts away the damaged section. He splices the ends together. His hands work skillfully. The splice is tight. The rope is strong again. He tests it. It holds. Let the story continue. The man in the crow's nest scans the water. He looks for other ships, for land, for anything unusual. He sees nothing. Gulls follow the ship. They glide above the mast. They call to each other. Their voices are harsh but familiar. Sometimes they land on the rail. They watch the men. Then they take flight again. White wings against blue sky. The captain walks the deck. He checks on the men. He inspects the rigging. He says little. His presence is enough. Below deck, a man sleeps in a hammock. It sways with the ship's movement. The rhythm is soothing. His breathing is slow. This is calm narration. This is the life that was lived. Days at sea, endless water, quiet routine. Now the deck grows still. The sun begins to descend. The light turns golden. The water reflects the color. Everything glows. Shadows stretch across the deck. They grow longer, darker. The temperature drops slightly. Evening rations are distributed. More water, more food. The same as before. The men eat without complaint. One man plays a wooden flute. The tune is simple. It repeats. The notes are soft. They blend with the sound of water. Others listen. Some close their eyes. The music is not exciting. It is slow. It is peaceful. Let the story continue. The stars appear. First one, then dozens, then hundreds. The sky is clear. The Milky Way stretches overhead. A lantern is lit near the helm, another at the bow. Their light is small against the darkness. The watch is set. Men rotate throughout the night. Each takes a turn. Each watches. Each waits. The sea is black now. It reflects the stars. The water and sky seem to merge. There is no clear boundary. This is boring history. This is the night at sea. Quiet, dark, endless. Below deck, men sleep. The hammocks sway. Breathing is steady. Soft snores echo in the wooden hull. Now the deck grows still. The watch sits near the helm. He watches the sails. He listens to the water. He thinks of nothing in particular. Hours pass. The ship continues forward. The course does not change. The wind remains steady. Occasionally, a rope creaks or wood groans. These are familiar sounds. They are expected. They are ignored. The night is long, but the watch does not mind. He is used to this. He has done it many times. This is the daily life of Caribbean pirates. Not adventure, not treasure, just routine, just the sea, just time passing slowly. The ship grows silent, and the sea drifts into sleep. The morning is different. The sky is grey. Clouds hang low over the water. The air feels heavy. The wind has changed. It is stronger now. It comes in gusts. The sails snap and billow. The ship rocks. Men move quickly but carefully. They reef the sails. Canvas is rolled and tied. Ropes are pulled tight. The captain stands at the helm. His face shows no concern. He has seen storms before, many storms. Rain begins to fall, light at first, then heavier. Drops drum against the deck. The sound is constant. Water runs across the planks. It flows to the scutters. It drains into the sea. More rain replaces it immediately. Now the deck grows still for a moment. The wind grows stronger. Waves rise higher. The ship lifts and falls. The movement is rhythmic but forceful. Men hold on to ropes. They brace themselves. Their clothes are soaked. Rain runs down their faces. The helmsman grips the wheel tightly. He fights to keep the course. The wheel wants to turn. He will not let it. Below deck, barrels shift slightly. Ropes strain. Men check the lashings. Everything must stay secure. The storm is not violent, but it demands attention. It requires work. It cannot be ignored. Let the story continue. Rain falls for hours. The sky remains grey. The clouds do not break. The wind does not ease. One man bails water. He uses a wooden bucket. He scoops and throws. Scoops and throws. The rhythm is constant. Another man checks the rigging. He climbs carefully. The ropes are wet. They are slippery. He moves with caution. He reaches the top. He inspects the knots. All are holding. He descends the same way he climbed. The waves splash against the hull. Water sprays over the rail. It soaks everything. Nothing stays dry. Now the deck grows still. The afternoon brings no relief. The storm continues. The rain does not stop. The ship keeps moving. Men rotate tasks. Those who bailed water now check ropes. Those who checked ropes now bail water. This is the work of sailing. This is boring history. Storms were common. They were managed. They were endured. The captain remains at the helm. He has not moved. His hands grip the wheel. His eyes scan the water. A rope snaps suddenly. The sound is sharp. Men turn. They see the loose end whipping in the wind. Two men move to secure it. They work together. One grabs the rope. The other ties a new knot. The repair is quick. Let the story continue. The storm begins to ease. The wind loses strength. The rain becomes lighter. The clouds start to thin. Waves grow smaller. The ship's movement softens. The violent rocking becomes gentle swaying. Men pause. They breathe. They wipe water from their faces. No one speaks yet. The rain stops. Drops still fall from the rigging. They patter on the deck. But the sky has finished. Clouds break apart. Patches of blue appear. Sunlight streams through. The water sparkles. Now the deck grows still. The captain releases the wheel. Another man takes his place. The captain walks the deck. He inspects the damage. A sail has torn. Not badly, but it needs repair. Men bring needle and thread. They begin to sew. The stitches are small and tight. The work is careful. The tear closes. The sail will hold. Ropes are checked again. Some have frayed. These are cut and spliced. Others are simply retied. The deck is swept. Water is pushed overboard. Puddles disappear. The wood begins to dry. Let the story continue. Below deck supplies are inspected. One barrel has leaked. The water inside is fouled. It must be discarded. The barrel is brought on deck. It is emptied into the sea. The bad water pours out. The barrel is set aside. Everything else is intact. The food is dry. The other water barrels are secure. The storm did little damage. This is calm narration. This is what happened after storms. Repair, assessment, continuation. Men rest briefly. They sit on the deck. They lean against the mast. Their clothes are still damp. The sun is warm. It dries them slowly. Steam rises from wet canvas, from wet wood, from wet cloth. Now the deck grows still. The afternoon is peaceful. The storm is forgotten. The ship moves forward. The routine resumes. One man coils rope. Another checks the compass. A third climbs to the crow's nest. Everything returns to normal. The sea is calm again. The water is smooth. The color is bright blue. The reflection of the sky is clear. This is boring history. This is daily life. Storms came. Storms passed. Work continued. Evening arrives. The sun sets. The sky turns orange and pink. The clouds are gone. Lanterns are lit. Food is distributed. Men eat quietly. They are tired but satisfied. Let the story continue. The watch is set. The night is calm. Stars fill the sky. The Milky Way glows overhead. The ship moves steadily. The course has not changed. The destination remains the same. Men sleep below deck. The hammocks sway gently. Breathing is slow. The storm is forgotten. The watch sits alone. He listens to the water. He watches the sails. He thinks of nothing. This is the end of the storm. This is the return to routine. This is the life at sea. The ship grows silent, and the sea drifts into sleep. Land appears on the horizon. It is a thin, dark line. The man in the crow's nest calls down. His voice is calm. The captain nods. He adjusts the course slightly. The ship turns. The destination is near. Men gather on deck. They watch the approaching land. No one speaks. They simply look. The island grows larger. Details become visible. Trees, hills, white sand, the harbor mouth. The wind is gentle. The sails are full. The ship glides toward port. The movement is smooth and steady. Now the deck grows still. A bell rings from the harbor. The sound carries across the water. It is a slow toll, welcoming, familiar. The captain orders the sails lowered. Men move to obey. Canvas is rolled. Ropes are pulled. The ship slows. The grey gull enters the harbor. Other ships are already docked. The water is crowded but calm. Men prepare the lines. They stand at the rails. They hold coiled ropes. They wait. The ship approaches the dock. The helmsman makes small adjustments. The wheel turns slowly. The ship aligns. Lines are thrown. Men on the dock catch them. They loop them around posts. They pull the ship closer. Let the story continue. The ship comes to rest against the dock. Wood touches wood. The sound is soft. The journey is complete. The gangplank is lowered. It thuds against the dock. Men begin to disembark. They walk slowly. Their legs adjust to solid ground. The captain remains on board. He watches. He ensures everything is done correctly. He always does. Cargo is unloaded. Barrels are rolled down the gangplank. They thump against the wood, one after another. Men work methodically. They form a line. They pass crates and sacks. The work is steady. This is boring history. This is how voyages ended. Slowly, with routine, with no celebration. Now the deck grows still. The sun is setting. The sky turns orange, then pink, then purple. The light is soft. Lanterns are lit along the dock. Their flames glow yellow. They reflect in the dark water. More lanterns appear in the harbor town. Windows brighten. Doors open. Life continues. The cargo is nearly unloaded. Only a few barrels remain. Men are tired, but they continue. The captain walks the deck one last time. He checks everything. The sails are secure. The ropes are coiled. The deck is clean. Let the story continue. He nods to himself. The ship is in order. He walks down the gangplank. His footsteps echo. On the dock, he speaks briefly with the harbor master. They exchange words quietly. Papers are signed. The crew disperses. Some head to taverns, others to homes. A few remain to guard the ship. The watch is set for the night. One man sits near the helm. He lights his pipe. Smoke rises slowly. The harbor grows quiet. Voices fade. Footsteps disappear. Only the water remains, lapping, always lapping. Now the deck grows still. The stars come out. They fill the sky. The water reflects them. The harbor becomes a mirror. The watch breathes slowly. He is not tired. He is content. This is his place. This is his work. Somewhere a door closes. The sound carries across the water. Then silence returns. A fish jumps. Ripples spread. They reach the hull. They fade. The water is smooth again. This is calm narration. This is the end of the voyage. This is the return to port. Let the story continue. The night deepens. The air cools. The watch pulls his coat closer. He does not mind the cold. Hours pass. Nothing happens. Nothing needs to happen. The night is for rest, for waiting. Occasionally he stands. He walks the deck. He checks the lines. Everything is secure. He sits again. Below deck, the ship is empty. The hammocks are gone. The barrels have been removed. Only wooden walls remain. The space is quiet, dark. The smell of tar and salt lingers. It always will. Now the deck grows still. The watch closes his eyes, not to sleep, just to rest. He listens to the water, to the creaking wood. These sounds are familiar. They are comforting. They are the sounds of home. This is boring history. This is the life of Caribbean pirates. Not adventure, just work, just routine, just the sea. The harbor is asleep now. The town is dark. Only a few lanterns remain lit. Their light is dim. The watch opens his eyes. He looks at the stars. They are bright and clear. They have always been there. Let the story continue. The night will end. Morning will come. The routine will begin again. It always does. But for now, there is only this, the quiet, the stillness, the gentle rocking of the ship. Water drips somewhere. The sound is soft. It has the rhythm of rain, of brown noise, of deep sleep. The watch breathes slowly, in and out, in and out. His eyes grow heavy. This is the end of the story. This is the return to port. This is the calm at the end of the voyage. Now the deck grows still. The ship is silent. The harbor is silent. The sea is calm. Everything rests. Let the breathing slow. Let the eyes close. Let the body relax. Let sleep come. This is boring history. This is calm narration. This is the end. The ship grows silent, and the sea drifts into sleep.